A boil water advisory remains in effect for 3 large areas of Fort Wayne this morning. Michael will have those borders and explain what caused the advisory straight ahead. Good morning. It is Friday, April 12th. Thanks for joining us. I'm Pat Hoffman.
And I'm Alyssa Ivinson. Again, part of the city is still under that boil water advisory. A water filtration plant lost power last night. Wayne
15's Michael Kuhn has been following the story all morning. He joins us live again at Citizen Square with the latest.
Yeah, we just heard from water and utility officials just in our last half hour about their response to some of this. Joining us live now is Frank Suarez. He's a spokesperson for City Utilities here in Fort Wayne. Frank, thank you so much for being here with us this morning and kind of talking about this. Can you kind of go through the timeline of how this all unfolded and what your response to it was?
There was a pole that got knocked over in an accident, and it happened about 7:30 last night. Then it took our plant down just for a couple of seconds, really a flicker, and that caused the pumps to go down. Pressure went down, so we worked to get the plant back up, and then we have to go through and analyze the system. We're required to work closely with the Indiana Department of Environmental Management, and we called them right away. We have a great working relationship with them and always notify them anytime there's something like this. And then it was a process of trying to determine around the area where pressure might have gone down, and we determined that there were 3 locations that it could have, even though the testing still showed that there was really good control of the water at that point. But as a precaution, we did agree to issue the boil advisory in those 3 areas.
Yeah, you mentioned that you've been doing testing throughout the night to check all those, and all those tests seem to be coming back clear.
The chlorine tests that we've been doing show that there's good chlorine, which means that the bacteria is very low, if any, at all. So we think that the chlorine tests are positive and good for us. We've done about 9 tests just this morning, since about 1 o'clock this morning, and all of those have come back really strong. But when we do issue an advisory like this, even though it's precautionary, we have an agreement with IDEM that it could go on for 24 hours. So we're anticipating through about 2 o'clock in the morning before it could be lifted. And it could be 48 hours if they decide that it needs to be. But at least we think 24 hours, so probably 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
Real quick, if people are in one of these areas that we have marked on Wayne.com, if you're watching this, you can go see them there. But if people are in one of those areas, what precautions should they take?
For water for consumption, whether you're cooking with it or drinking it, we tell you to boil it, and then you can cool it in the refrigerator or just out somewhere else in your house, and then use it after that, after it's been boiled. If you're just bathing with it or doing laundry or something of that nature, you can go ahead and use the water for those things.
All right, thank you so much for being here with us, Frank, and for explaining some of this to us. If you want more information about this situation and whether you are in one of the affected areas, find this story on the homepage of Wayne.com. We're live at Citizen Square this morning. Michael Kuhn, Wayne 15 News.